Here's a question. What happens when an unstoppable force meets an immovable object? Do they have a gentle conversation? A de-escalation? A bargain against mutually assured destruction? No. They fight over and over. Millennia's pass, generations rise and fall. Time becomes irrelevant. And once one begins to sunder under the weight of the universe, the other parallels every movement, trapped forever in an endless dance of hubris, an insatiable appetite to see this violence to the bitter end.
I feel like it's a rite of passage for every YouTuber to be sued for defamation and slander at some point in their creative career. But what I didn't expect is for it to be from Onision, our best friend of the channel. Sup fam? It's Richie from Social Malignant Tumor. And last week I received a very ominous, kind of cryptic, concerning email entitled defamation lawsuit, social repose. And guess who the sender was? The email handle is Onision's manager at gmail.com. Definitely don't send them emails. No way. That wouldn't be very constructive. And throughout this entire email that is supposedly from Onision's management, and definitely not from Greg himself, no way. He would never write up something like this. He would never stoop that low. He has a very serious business team conducting very serious business to take down people that are slandering and defaming him. And if anything in this email is legitimate, I might have some cause to be a little worried, because lawsuit threats are, you don't take them lightly. I figured I would pull it up and we can just read it together and come to a conclusion ourselves. Defamation lawsuit, social repose, from Onision management, because he definitely has a manager and hasn't been forsaken by everyone around him. It's all our fault. For some reason, I can't stop thinking of the character from BoJack Horseman of the multiple children dressed up in a trench coat, pretending to be an adult. Hello, you published media that was associated with the implication that Onision was a criminal, when in fact it was proven by police/FBI, a little redundant there, don't you think, in 2020 that there was no evidence of any crime. All this is about the child grooming accusations. This will be fun. Additionally, the only person who made a statement to police regarding Onision made a clear statement that they were not aware of any crime occurring. You may as well just say her name, dude. This means the authorities and the only witness to what really happened came to the same conclusion. That grammar. Yet your publication implies something else. Okay, Onision's manager, let's go. To be clear and to reiterate the issue, because it's not in fine print right above, the police, the FBI, and the witness all have the position that there is no crime, yet your publication gives the clear impression that a crime exists. That needs to be corrected. No, it doesn't. And also, I never directly implied shit. In fact, I've never directly commented on the whole Chris Hansen child grooming allegations directly. Mainly because I didn't take the time to go through the details. I mean, I'm sure there's probably kernels of truth in everything, but honestly, I don't care. The dude is so wrapped up in so many different controversies at any given point, even when he's like faded into irrelevance. It would take me weeks, if not months, just to piece it all together to have it make sense. And it doesn't matter enough to me, and I think most people share that same sentiment. You are receiving this notice as it is important to establish, when a false statement is published, that the individual or company that publishes said statement is given an opportunity to correct the published defamation. Oh my god. If the notice is sent and the defamation is not corrected, a court case can be easier to win. Thank you so much for explaining how the legal system works to me, Greg. And also, you're incorrect here. So far, we're 6 sentences into this email, and he's repeated himself in pretty much every statement. And his message is please take down all your super mean videos of me because they make me look bad and I don't like it. Slander/defamation is a serious crime. It destroys lives and courts often award significant damages to those impacted. Here are some examples of oh my god, who did not correct their slanderous/defamatory statements until it's too late. It links a bunch of different cases. Oh, I can't believe he's a real person. This email, believe it or not, is actually a lot shorter than majority of the emails that I get from him on a pretty much weekly basis. It's at least a couple a month, and it's been happening all through the pandemic. Like, 1, you can remove any reference to Onision from your publication. Go on. 2, you can issue a public statement acknowledging that the police, the FBI, and the only witness on the report stated that there was either no crime or that they were not aware of any crime occurring. Well, I can respond to number 2 pretty quick, actually. And my answer is that I don't care about your situation. You're annoying. And I haven't cared for many years. And I don't wish to get involved with anything regarding you ever unless it's a hilarious YouTube video. In these emails, you sound like a crazy person. Like, I don't throw around the term crazy often because it is kind of watered down and a bit derogatory, but he genuinely sounds like a crazy person in a lot of these emails. Okay, number 3, you can ignore this warning in the attached police documents, which establish your publication is false and potentially weaken your position in court for a later date. And I guess this is the conclusion. Let's see what he closes with. Integrity and honesty in the media is critical for people maintaining trust for their sources of information. Holy shit, dude. It's important that we all admit when we're wrong. Wow. So we can grow and move forward. Okay, if we ignore facts and evidence for the sake of ego, we can only harm ourselves, but we harm others as well. Sounds like someone's just really mad that people continue to make YouTube videos about him because he keeps saying stupid shit, and it's so funny. Like, I've said this before, that I will stop making Onision videos once they stop writing themselves. Like, he's practically handing over the content when he sends emails like this. And you know he's serious. And yeah, I've considered that this email is just a ploy for attention. But to monetize what? He doesn't have monetized YouTube channels. I haven't really heard of anything he's been doing for well over a year besides these emails and him just trying to convince this group of YouTubers, including myself, that he's innocent on this one particular thing involving, I suppose it's the child grooming thing. And he's missing the big picture. That, like, he's done so many things over the years, directly to me and not, to the point where it's like, I didn't even care about the child grooming thing. I mean, obviously it's serious, and the Chris Hansen thing was internet gold, but cut that all out. Let's draw up a scenario that the Chris Hansen saga and the whole child grooming thing did not occur, and everything just cut off at 2019 like we wish it would. He's still horrendous. He still genuinely doesn't deserve a platform, and that's rich coming from me. There are 5-hour YouTube videos, a fucking documentary, which is terrible by the way, and just thousands of hours on content trying to compile all his different scandals. And it's maddening. And to see that he has learned nothing. Greg Onision, if you're watching this, and I know you are, because what else are you doing with your time? These emails make you look unintelligent. I say this as like one human talking to another. I don't hate you. I don't. I really don't like you. I want nothing to do with you. I would be totally fine never hearing your name again for my entire life. But I've never once made fun of your appearance, your family, your personal life, anything of that nature. I'm just responding to all the dumb shit that you do. And as I said, it's making you look really unintelligent. Dumb. The last part of this email it pushes so many buttons. It talks about justice and doing the right thing. Like, doing the right thing? How about you focus on your failing marriage? How about you pay attention to your kids? Don't dangle them out the window. That's documented, you piece of shit. The last few lines. It is important for the sake of your own success that when we realize we're on the wrong side of history, we correct our path, not just for our audience, but for the sake of justice, integrity, and truth. Holy shit, dude. Again, this message was sent to potentially strengthen the position of defamation in court for a later date. It is important people have an opportunity to correct their false statements before legal action is taken. Thank you. And there's a bunch of attachments that I'm not gonna look at. Now, hypothetically, if this were real and he genuinely sued me and took me to court for defamation and slander, you remember all those times that he directly said I looked like a horse and has said some not so nice things about my content, my career, my music, pretty much everyone I've ever publicly dated. He portrayed me with having a drug problem in his caricature of me in several videos. Like, before you start throwing around slander and defamation suits, maybe look in the mirror and see what you've done to literally everybody in your professional life. Greg, you can try and clear your name with all the child grooming accusations and all that underage stuff, but nobody cares because you've shown your colors so many times in so many egregious, like, horrendous ways, and you're so far past redemption that it doesn't even matter if you're a child groomer or not, because everything, all the bodies before that are enough for everyone to make their judgment. I mean this from the bottom of my cold, dead, torn up, black emo heart. Give up. Raise your family. Do something else with your time instead of harassing me and everyone else you've worked with years ago. We don't care about you. Nobody in this space cares about you. You're annoying. We're all laughing at you. Now, I want to get into the habit of, after every drama upload, I want to close it out with a little musical number because I still love music. I still make it. In fact, I've been posting a lot of songs on my Patreon, so if you want to, there's my plug. It's good. And for only $1, you can get access to all of it. Okay, here we go.
Okay, let's see if I can get this right.
I'll never know when you'll be gone. I just have one more request. Can you rate my body? Don't gotta check no ID. Just rate my body. I know there's room in your basement for me, so rate my body. Don't gotta check no ID. Just rate my body. Come on, Greg, I'm at least a 6. Oh, Onision, there's nothing left to say 'cause you were wrong, like most of the time. And you can't sue me because I say allegedly, so you can suck my big fat veiny dick.
Stay sad, but not too sad. Sorry I haven't been posting as much.